Hello and welcome to today's video. As the title says, today I'm going to be giving you an in-depth review of the Good Genes All-in-One Lactic Acid Treatment from Sunday Riley, and I'm going to have done this after using this consistently on one half of my face for 2 months. I am going to put all kinds of timestamps down below because I'm going to talk about the company a little bit, the product, the active ingredients in the product, and then I'm going to zoom in and show you my face. So if there's only one part of this video that you care about, you can go down below and click forward to that part. I am also going to say, as a little bit of a disclaimer at the start of this video, my lens does have a bit of a blurring feature on it. My camera does. It came that way. I will be zooming you in to make sure that you can see all the nitty-gritty of what's going on in my face. But if I do turn the face finder off, which is what gives that little bit of a blur, it has a hard time focusing on my face. So forgive me for that. The next time I buy a camera, I'm going to know what to look for, but this is what I've got to work with for now. So let's start talking a little bit about Sunday Riley. I didn't actually start researching Sunday Riley as a company until after I had already gone through the test, so actually just a couple of days ago. It's just one of those companies that I knew was expensive skincare that everybody talks about how amazing it is, and this is one of those products that you hear about all the time. So I didn't really want my opinion of the company to sway how my test was going, so I didn't look that much into it until actually the last couple of days. I was very surprised to find that Sunday Riley does not have a website. They have no web presence of their own. You're going to find Sephora, you're going to find Allure, you'll find other sites talking about them, but SundayRiley.com just says coming soon. But I believe they were founded as a company in 2009, so they have been coming soon for a website for quite a while. And I do find that makes it more difficult to find out about the company because they don't have a place to really project their brand and tell you who they are. Sunday Riley is actually the name of the founder of this company. Now, I didn't find a lot of information about Sunday Riley's background. When I went to read an interview that was done with her, somebody said, "Oh, Sarah, is your background a chemist? You know, do you have a background in this?" And she sort of said, "No, I've been learning about this by doing and, you know, what feels right to me." So that leads me to believe it's somebody who doesn't have a lot of background in skincare or makeup, and she talks about evolving the formulas a lot, but using things that seem like they would be good for your skin, which makes me question a little bit sort of the thought or understanding that has gone into the ingredients. They're good ingredients, but I wish I knew more about the background and who was part of this that really had like a dermatology background or a skincare or chemistry background. So that's as much as I really have to say about the company. They have a lot of skincare products. They recently came out with a foundation that has gotten mixed kind of reviews. And as far as I know, this Good Genes product is probably one of their best known. So let's talk a little bit about this product. The product that I have right here is not the full size. I actually got this together with the Luna oil in a sort of starter pack, which I think cost me a little over $100, maybe $120 Canadian for the two together. That's probably with taxes included. But I haven't been using the Luna oil. I think I used it like the first couple of days I had it, and then I thought, no, I wanna just isolate using one product to really see what it does for my skin. So on here, this says it's for all skin types. It's a lactic acid treatment, which is an alpha hydroxy acid, which I'm going to get into a little bit more in a moment. And it says it brightens, exfoliates, plumps lines, reduces the appearance of hyperpigmentation, and instantly boosts radiance. On the back, it says it's a high potency purified grade lactic acid, instantly plumps lines and smooths the appearance of wrinkles and hyperpigmentation for an even tone complexion. Good Genes helps to clarify, exfoliate, plump lines, they said that already, and correct uneven tone for immediate radiance. And it says to apply to clear skin and massage in well. I will say that one of the things I noticed from getting this is it doesn't say you should use it at this step in your skincare. It says you can use it, you know, at night as a mask. You can mix it with your cleanser. You can use it in different ways. You can follow it up with an oil. So it seemed like they're telling you it should have potency in a number of different ways. It's not like you have to use it right after your cleanser, let it sit for a certain amount of time before putting something else on. It sort of seems pretty flexible about how you can use this. So this bottle that I have right here is 15 milliliters. If you buy the full size, you're going to get 50 milliliters. So you're going to get a little more than 3 times this amount. Now this does look like you get a good amount in here, but what you should see is that the glass at the bottom ends there, but also you don't get, it looks like it goes all the way across this bottle, like to there, but if you look, you can see it's actually just that smaller amount in there. So the actual amount that's in here is more like that. And I can tell you actually, I bought this on the 24th of June and started using it right away. And it is now the 26th of August, so 2 months later, and I am just on the last few pumps of this. I have been using this pretty much every day. There were a couple days that I missed when I was camping, but all that to say, this lasts you 2 months. So if you use it as often as I do, the full size is going to last you probably 6 to 7 months. But in Canada, it is going to set you back $200 for the full size of this. The active ingredients in here, in addition to the lactic acid, which is the main one, you also get licorice and lemongrass and aloe to help soothe. So you get the lactic acid product and then also some soothing ingredients. And then the other ingredients in here include things like prickly pear extract, blue agave extract, lady slipper orchid extract, cactus extract, but basically the lactic acid, a little bit of the licorice, and then the soothing ingredients like aloe are the ones that are going to make the difference in here. So let's talk a little bit about lactic acid, and I'm going to talk a little bit about glycolic acid as well, and I'm going to tell you why before I show you the results on my skin. So lactic acid is a alpha hydroxy acid. It basically works by loosening the bonds between the cells in your skin so that your skin turns over faster. It's a chemical exfoliant. It means that it brings forward fresh layers of skin faster, which means that it makes you look brighter. It's going to make your skin look less dull. For me, anyway, my experience has been that if you do have breakouts, they are less frequent because you sort of don't have the dead skin clogging up your skin cells, or clogging up your pores, I should say. But at the same time, your breakouts don't last as long because, again, with the skin turnover, it helps clear them up faster. Now, alpha hydroxy acid and lactic acid is also a humectant, which means that it attracts moisture from the air. So the plumping that it talks about and the reduction of lines is because it is also helping to moisturize your skin. Now, there are a few things you should know in using an alpha hydroxy acid is that you can find at first that it's making your skin a little bit irritated. Oftentimes when you start to use something like a lactic acid or a glycolic acid, it will say to use it infrequently at first and build up, just because at first it can make your skin peel if you are not as used to it. Also, it is very important to wear sunscreen a lot, always, but especially if you're using an alpha hydroxy acid, because your skin becomes more susceptible to sunburn and sun damage. Also, if you are somebody who watches any of my reviews and you've seen me use a couple of peel-off masks lately, it makes your skin more sensitive to harsh treatments like that. So you really do want to be gentle with your skin if you are using a alpha hydroxy acid. Now, the reason I am also going to talk about glycolic acid is, some of you may know if you watch my channel, that I have been religiously using the Pixie Glow Tonic. And I continue to use this, but I only use this on the half of my face where I wasn't using this. I've also done a long-term half face test of this product, which I will link down below, and I did find that it made a difference to my skin. This is also an alpha hydroxy acid. This is glycolic acid. Now, this is a 5% glycolic acid, although the pH in here is between 4 and 5. And I'm not super scientist or anything, but from what I understand is that the higher the pH, the less effective a alpha hydroxy acid is going to be. So the fact that this is 5%, but it has a higher pH means not as all of that 5%, not all of it is having the effect on your skin. Lactic acid, in here, I shouldn't say lactic acid, this product has a lower pH. So the alpha hydroxy acid in here is going to have more of an impact on your skin. However, in overall, glycolic acid is a harsher or more effective, depending on how you want to look at that, alpha hydroxy acid, because it is smaller molecules that penetrate the skin deeper. So if you want something that's a little more gentle on your skin, or if you have drier skin but still want the benefits of an alpha hydroxy acid, you're probably looking at a lactic acid is something that you want to go with. If you want a little bit more of an impact on your skin, glycolic acid. So basically, even though I was testing this, you do have to keep in mind that it's almost like I was testing it against this, because I have been using an alpha hydroxy acid regularly in my skincare. So I wanted to put that out there, and now I'm going to zoom in, show you my skin, and then I'm going to put these on, because what I did before this video was I washed my face, but I've not put those on yet. And let me also tell you the routine that I've been using. So I've been using my Neutrogena Gentle Cleanser every morning. I usually massage that in for about a minute. I usually count to 60 while I'm doing it, so very gentle cleanse. Or I'll use an oil cleanser. I sometimes do that as well, but basically I use a gentle kind of cleanser. And then I was putting the Pixi Glow Tonic on half of my face and the Good Genes on half of my face. And then what I would do is let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes, generally on a weekday, before putting on my moisturizer. Sometimes on a weekend, I would just let it go for a bit longer to let both have more of a chance to work before putting my moisturizer on. I was just using it in the morning, but I was using it pretty much every morning, as I said, except for a couple days when I was camping. And that is how I chose to work it into my skincare routine. What I am gonna do now is zoom you in, show you my skin, and not tell you which side I've been using the Good Genes on, to show you what both sides of my face look like. Let's get zoomed in. So we're gonna start with my forehead, and I do apologize, I got a little bit of sun today. I was out at the Pride Parade and got a little bit of sun, which is why you need to wear your sunblock. So I'm just gonna let you take a look at both sides of my face. Now my cheeks. So let me now tell you, this side of my face was the Good Genes, and this side of my face was the Pixi Glow Tonic. I'm going to show you my face again, but zooming in even a little bit more. So now that you know which was which, let me show you how I've been applying each product. For the Pixi side of my face, I've just been taking my little cotton round here. So I'll just saturate the pad and go over one half of my face. And for me, I make sure to go along the jawline because that's where I tend to get breakouts when I do get breakouts. And then for the Good Genes, you can see I'm almost out of this. When I was first using it, I would get like a pump that was like 3 times that amount. I just keep going here and get a bit more. So not a huge amount coming out of there. I'm right at the end of its life. There, I was able to get a little bit more out of the bottle. So one of the things they say is that it instantly brightens, and I do find that the Good Genes does that. But almost in a way where, I mean, I guess it looks nice enough, but it's just kind of a shine as if you put a glowy moisturizer over one side of your face. So I'll just zoom in here to hopefully show you this. So you can see that this side looks quite matte, and this side has a shine to it. And that does last. I mean, even after the product sinks in, you do keep that shine, but as soon as you put any kind of makeup on top of it, it will go away. So what did I think of this product? I saw no difference from one side of my face to the other. Really, the only difference I saw was this shine that I would get after applying. Throughout the time I used this, I was just ready. I mean, I spent like 120 bucks on this. I was ready to see beautiful, plumped, clear, you know, skin with the redness taken away, like, I don't know, pores closed up, like just beautiful airbrush skin on this side of my face. And I didn't see a difference, like at all. No difference in the, you know, plumping wrinkles, no difference in the texture on my face, and no difference in the redness or the brightness or the texture or anything between the two sides. So the reason that I talked about glycolic acid and lactic acid is I think the reason that I didn't see the difference that some people do is because I was already using an alpha hydroxy acid. And so I think if I had not been using the Pixi Glow Tonic and started to use this, I would have seen the difference on my face, and I really would have liked what it was doing because I saw that when I was using the Pixi Glow Tonic. I really did feel like I could see a noticeable brightness, my pores looking, you know, a little more refined. They don't shrink, but just things looking nicer, breaking out less, my skin texture being better, and all of that when I started using the Pixi Glow Tonic, which is an alpha hydroxy acid. However, in switching from that AHA to lactic acid, I didn't see a difference, and I wish I could have seen a difference, but I didn't. So I'm not saying that this is a bad product. I think it is probably a very good lactic acid and a good AHA, but I don't think you need to spend the money on this one. I think there are other ones out there, and there's nothing magically special about the one that you're going to spend $200 on that you're not going to get from another glycolic acid or lactic acid treatment at a lower price. Sometimes these kinds of brands get this sort of cult feeling around them. And I think that there is good skincare in there, but I think a lot of it is people have spent the money on this, or you're spending the money thinking it's got to be good because I spent 200 bucks on it. And then you tell yourself that you're seeing a difference. I think what happens when you truly sit down and do a long-term half-face test is you can't fool yourself into seeing a difference that's not there. And that's what I found is I so wanted to see something happening to my face. I wanted this to be like the elixir of youth. I mean, I am somebody who is in my late 30s. I have wrinkles, I have texture, I have acne scarring and pitting from when I was younger. I would love it if something came along that just made it look amazing, no matter what the cost, but this isn't it. So, I mean, hey, if you've got millions of dollars, and to you spending $200 on a lactic acid treatment is like pennies for other folks, yeah, it's not a bad product. I just think that it doesn't do anything more than other alpha hydroxy acid treatments do. So I don't think you need to rush out and spend your money on this thinking it's going to be amazing, stupendous, do something that you've never seen done to your skin before. That's not the experience that I had. I want to say unfortunately, but maybe fortunately, because now I don't feel like I need to go out and buy a $200 product again, which I don't have the money in my pockets to do. So that is my review on this, and I feel like I was thorough with it. I think I really wanted to give it a chance. I wasn't going into this hoping that it would fail. I really wanted to see it do something. I do see it being shinier on this side, but as far as all the other skin benefits, I think it probably does it, but no more than any other AHA. So I would love it if you like these kinds of long-term half-face skincare reviews to give this a thumbs up. I would love to hear your experience with Sunday Riley, with lactic acid treatments, with alpha hydroxy acid, what other kinds of skincare you'd like to see me test. Leave all of that in the comments down below. I do respond to every comment that I get, and I love hearing from you guys in the comments, so please do it. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so. I will make my face pop up right here so that you can be subscribed. You can hit the bell notification to know when I post, and I hope you join me for another video. Thanks so much and have a great day. Bye.